Hello everybody and welcome back to our John Deere farm. It is April showers, which we're hoping will bring bountiful May crops. Well, actually later crops, but to start us off, I'm actually going to make two purchases. One is here in potato technology. We're going to buy this machine, which we will use to dig up potatoes. And the other thing I'm going to buy, the thing I'm going to buy is another planter. And you're probably thinking, don't you already have a seeder and a planter? I do, but there is a John Deere planter. I think we have that one. I want to try this guy right here. Yes. Main color, design color. Well, I mean, it's a John Deere, so it should look like a John Deere. I want to try this. If this will let us plant sorghum, then we can have two of us going at the same time. So I'm going to try purchasing that. So I'm going to tab up to the tractor that's already up there. So some of you probably saw the last episode. We got started on this. Now, I don't really know the best way to go here. So since the lines are going diagonal, I think what I'm going to do is just get this guy going here. Kind of like, I feel like I'm going very crooked. Kind of like that. And then we will come along and try to help out. So I'm going to tab, I forgot to return that guy. I'm going to tab over to this tractor. And if this new planter that I got doesn't let us do sorghum, then I will maybe use it to plant something up in that other field. I don't know. I want to just try. I'm coming to the realization that I don't know how much more. Oh, look at that. That is a sweet looking setup. I don't know how much more of this, I don't know if I'm going to do more John Deere stuff. So we could do sugar beets. That'd be more root crop. But I think we can still plant soybeans today. Yeah, we can plant soybeans. So maybe we'll just do that. We'll plant some soybeans with this guy. You are lime. You are seed. So the question is going to be, that's pretty neat how they have those lids just sit. Question is going to be, will it let us just straight up plant soybeans up here, or is it going to take issue with it not being cultivated? We'll try it. And yes, I realize there's still straw bale. There's a lot that I haven't done that I should have done. Let's see what it says. Oh, there it goes. Honestly, I might just do like I did last time with just like essentially a patch of soybeans. Because we don't need a ton. We only have 8 pigs right now. Once we have more pigs, I could see needing more of different crops. But this is also as much about wanting to try out this equipment. I love this. This is a very nice setup. All right. So this is going to go pretty far. It's only dropping seeds every so often. So yeah, we're going to be at like 8% used by the end here. Not even 6% used. So it's about 3% per pass. That's pretty good. That's going to be pretty sizable. That's going to be pretty sizable. So we'll go ahead and get a worker doing that. Now let's go to the map. I hate being this lazy, but we're going to reset that guy. And we're going to reset that guy. And we're going to reset that guy. Okay. And then I'm going to tab over here. And use this 40/20 to, well, you know what, let's just take the bale trailer. Let's work smarter, not harder. We'll take them, get these straw bales out of the field. Did I say strawberry? Straw bales out of the field. I've also been thinking, I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. Miserable rainy morning. We'll have to go. I'm sure we'll have to refill that other tractor very soon. Let's get this lower one first, so the worker can make more passes. I don't think that would be that easy in real life. It seems like that'd be a pretty tough move. And if you're worried about that straw up there, I might get to it, I might not. We're not at a position that we super need straw, so it will always be easy to get straw because we can just plant one of the cereal crops and have it. And we have quite a bit in the garage, in the shed. I really appreciate the support that we've been getting on this series. I know I try to say that every couple episodes, but it really has been nice the last few. I can just tell that people enjoy the vintage American equipment, even if you guys are busy and you can't watch every episode. If you do finally take some time to watch a little bit of YouTube and you decide to stop on my video, that means a lot to me, really. There are some channels that have, tens of thousands of loyal viewers, and there's some of us that have fewer, but I'm thankful that there's any audience at all for the kind of content that I enjoy making. So appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you're not, too irritated with the decisions that I make on my farm. And I try to play in a way that people will understand and appreciate what I do. In other words, I try not to be too I try not to cheese the game too much. I try to play it like it's a simulation, and I'm trying to genuinely be a farmer. And I feel like from the majority of the feedback I've gotten over the years, I do okay with that. I really like this 4020. It's just the right size. I know I've said that quite a few times. I'm glad that I made the decision to make the 4020 my front loader tractor, so I get to use it a fair bit. I think every once in a while it feels like I'm belaboring it just a little too much. You know, the tractor seems just a little too at its limits, but for the most part, I think it does a really good job. So what I'm going to do is drop the trailer here real quick. Bring this guy up. We'll try, if we can, to put this on close to square. How far off are we? Not too bad. Now we can back up. And go hook on here. Now the worker should have a nice clear path to... Oh, is he stuck or turning around? Yeah, should have a nice clear path to finish off that bean patch. If it makes it all the way to the straw up there, I will be shocked. So that'll get us a few more beans. I probably should roll it and definitely fertilize it a few times to make it worth our harvesting time. But this will be good. Get these down here. I don't think we're going to be having to load up bales again until probably later this year, this summer. So I might just leave these ones that are on the trailer back there. That's good. So we'll put these ones away. I know you would never do this in real life because it's all waterlogged, and that would be foolish, but for the sake of the game, it doesn't really matter. What's crazy is we have all these in here, and I still sold, what, a load and a half, I think? Maybe it was just one load. Even still, I sold quite a few bales, so that's good. Alright, now I just hit the sprint button. Oh gosh, that if that shows you where my brain is with gaming right now. I was trying to sprint with my John Deere 4020, but I want to get this. I think we probably have enough power with this tractor that we'll use this potato digger. I think I might put it in the swamp, or in now let's put it over in this one. We haven't used the little tractor in a long time. Oh, that spring action there is not what I expected. Interesting. So it'll be a few episodes before we... I don't know if I should say a few. It'll probably be at least one episode before we use this potato digger. But I'm excited for that, and then we're going to have to switch this out to a bucket And I hope that we can put potatoes into here. If not, we may have to buy or lease a separate wagon. Alright, let's go ahead and tab up to the other tractor. Wow, it's actually still going. If anybody could tell me why sometimes it gives that texture and sometimes it gives that texture, that would be fabulous. I thought that the brown texture was if it hadn't been cultivated. Maybe I'm wrong. For anybody who's watching this that hasn't watched the series and you're like, why is this guy driving through a weedy fallow field? The answer is because this had corn in it. And we did a massive corn harvest last year, so I am not planting anything in it this year. We're going to let it be fallow. We're going to role play that the land is going to build its nutrients back up, and then we will do more with it. But we're planting sorghum and soybeans this year and potatoes. And we'll do hay bales always. So we're going to get this topped off. And we're going to go work on this sorghum planting for a bit longer. So if you look up there to the left, up behind this cow pen, you can see some green. That's the potato plants. So I'm hoping that I can get, maybe 10,000 liters of potatoes, something like that. Just a rainy April morning, putting some sorghum in. This grass looks nice. Looks pretty lush. We didn't do anything with it yet this year, but it's good that it's doing well. So I don't know. I don't know if I need to go back over that or not. But I think I ran out up here. So I'll probably do this for myself for a little bit, and then see. There's a part of me that's like, let's plant this whole field and make a big, massive, amazing sorghum crop, and there's another part of me that's like, that's foolish. Like, why do that? There's zero logical reason to do that. Literally, no one cares, and I could easily plant like half of the field, which would be more than enough sorghum for our purposes. We still get the fun of planting it and harvesting it. See, why is that? Why did that one row, like, it is still planting? It wouldn't change the texture at all if it wasn't. I don't get it. The fertilizer's going in the ground. And if it was where I had the crop last time, but not outside of where I had the crop last time, that would make sense. I just don't understand. And then it changes. Okay. Well, this could be where I had the soybeans last year, which would at least make sense. Like, if if I chisel plowed where that was, but I hadn't chisel plowed the rest of the area, then at least that would be a logical explanation for the difference. I think I'm going to do one more up this side, and then can't see anything. I'll do one more up this side, and then I'm going to get that small area like up in that top right corner. So now back to this texture. Whatever. Stop trying to think about it. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're playing FS, let me know what map you're on, what brand tractors you're using. Love to hear about that stuff. If you're not playing FS, maybe you're a real life farmer and you're too busy this time of year, let me know what you're doing on the real farm. I'd love to hear about that too. I know some folks have mentioned over the past couple years that you're, maybe farming in real life and you just watch some farm sim in the evenings, help you relax after a long day. And if that's how you're choosing to spend your time and you're spending a little bit of it with me, that's a great honor and I appreciate that. Maybe you're stuck at work, bored doing something else, and you have this up on the other monitor. That's pretty awesome too. That's how I got into watching content creators. I spent a lot of time sitting in front of a computer waiting for emails to show up to tell me what to do next. And I learned a long time ago that if I watch other people play the games that I can't currently be playing, it does sort of give you a little bit of that sense of getting to experience it yourself. And I really enjoyed that. And at some point I thought, as much as I like playing Farm Sim, I wonder if other people would watch me play Farm Sim. And to this point, I haven't done a whole lot of like the live streaming thing with Farm Sim. I did on my Twitch account when I had it. I played Farm Sim and a hunting game called The Hunter Call the Wild. And I thought those went pretty well. But the unpredictability of my family life. My family's great. I just, you know what I mean. When you're a dad, you never know when you have commitments and time can slip through. So I decided to stop the streaming and just make videos when I can. Like now, I have time, opportunity. Let's make a video. It'll be fun. But I say all that to say there might be a point that I hop on to YouTube to live stream some Farm Sim, and here's why. YouTube changed their monetization policy so that you only need 500 subs, we're about 30 away from that, and actually probably 25 now, and 3,000 hours of watch time in the past year. Now that's the tricky one for me, but this is where live streaming comes into play. When you live stream, if you publish your VOD, then the concurrent viewers count towards your watch time. So if you have somebody, like I was talking about, you're stuck at work and can't play Farm Sim, and I'm live, and you have me pulled up on your other monitor while you're getting your work done, I'm going to get your watch time for that. So if I have, let's say I stream for 2 hours, it's 120 minutes. If I have 10 people watching for that 2 hours, that gives me a nice 1,200 minutes, which, would still be some work to do to get to 3,000 hours, but it would add up. It would accrue faster than some of the other methods with on-demand viewing. So we're thinking about it. Let me know in the comments if you're still watching at the 25-minute mark. You're a hero. Thank you so much. But also, feel free to let me know if live streaming is something you would be able to tune into. Uh, and I know a lot of times that's just as simple as like, well, if I'm around, then sure. But if I'm busy, then no. And I get that. You don't have to give me your whole schedule. But I'm thinking I might try to do something here in a little bit. If I can figure out the tech behind it, I might try to do something either early mornings when people are just kind of, getting up, getting your coffee, watch a quick farm sim stream while you're getting going. That could be fun. Kind of like the old Saturday morning cartoons for those of us of a certain age. Uh, but I also thought, maybe we just live stream when I'm available and catch different crowds. Maybe that would help with growth in and of itself. Because I know there's a lot of people that, when I started out, I was really trying to figure out a way, like, how do I get Daggerwin's crowd? And that doesn't mean I wanted to steal his audience. But I always felt like the people who enjoy Daggerwin's play style, I'm going to play a little bit, I'm going to narrate a little bit, I'm going to jump cut a little bit, I'm going to, do a quick time lapse, but then bring you back to the story. I just feel like fans of that style would like the way that I play. Because I try to keep the story of the farm at the center of what we're doing. It's not about me as individual. It's not just about the kit. It's not just about the animals. It's the story of the farm. How does the farm grow and evolve over the playtime? And to that point, I did want to clarify, if anybody was wondering, I do not plan to live stream the same farms that I have my recorded series with, because I want the people who have been loyal to watching episodes to feel like they are still up on the story. Because there's nothing worse than having a content creator be like, oh, by the way, if you weren't here for this random Thursday at 2 o'clock stream that I did when 90% of the world is working, then you missed out on this 2 hours of this story, and you'll never be able to get, then you'll need to find a way to catch up on the VOD and all that. I would rather keep the episodes as episodes, just like a TV show. That's why I try to be consistent. Like this series, I try to bring out on Tuesdays, and the IH series, I try to bring out on Fridays. Just so that you guys can keep up with the story of the farm. So, all right, that's gonna look a little bit weird, but we'll take it. Better to look a little weird than not have a screenshot at all. And I guess maybe we just do as much of this as we can. I'm going to put this on a worker and tab over to the other worker. See how that one's going. Wow, still at it and still 440. Okay, I was dead wrong. Wonder what it'll do when it runs into that straw. Will it go over the straw, or will there be a problem? Wow. That is considerably more of this field than I thought it was going to do. And it still has 400 seed. Let's see what it does here. Yeah, straight through it. Good. That works for me. Okay. I like it. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave you at this point. We should be moving on to May in the next episode. I think we're going to have a couple of essentially half fields planted rather than one whole field, which is okay with me. We don't need a ton more crops. We'll keep things moving with the cows and the pigs, and I will see you all in the merry month of May for probably a mix. Oh, yeah, definitely doesn't like that. Definitely doesn't like that. Okay, looks like we get to do a little bit of baling. Or maybe we just be done here. I think that's plenty of soybeans. I think I might just be done. Let's go ahead and shut you down, bud. Alright. Maybe we try to zap those. At least these few. Oh, it did that because of the straw there. Huh. Well, that does make sense. Alright, sorry I ruined my outro because of the straw. But I'm okay with it, and I hope you guys are too. We'll have a nice little patch of soybeans there to keep the pigs happy. Got 2,000 more cheese, which is great. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye for now.